Big fight.
Peggy's clearly feeling better.
I forgot.
This is weird to put in the video, but in like the 1400s when they had periods, did they just lay there and...
You see these gray hairs?
Are you listening?
What are you doing? Get out of here.
Hey guys, so it is Monday morning and I'm about to go into my therapy appointment here in about 15 minutes. I'm kind of excited about starting out a Monday with my therapy appointment. It's going to be a great start to the week. It's going to be a good week. And I definitely hope to get some clarity on some different things in my appointment in terms of like my medicines and stuff like that, which I guess I won't get into talking about right now. I'd rather wait and then like I'll share with you guys kind of what direction things are headed once I talk with her and hopefully come to some kind of conclusion or make some sort of plan, because the past 2.5 weeks since I went to the doctors and it was like, here, take this medicine, take that medicine, I feel like I'm really doing good with the Xanax. I'm not taking it every day anymore. The Ambien, on the other hand, I counted my pills last night and I feel like I've been taking it every night except one night. So I don't even remember that night. I don't know. I thought I had been taking it every night. So if there was a night that I went to sleep without it, good for me. I just don't remember that day. I just know that I've been trying to not take it because I feel like I'm becoming dependent on it, and too many times it would be like 1:30 in the morning. One night was 4 o'clock in the morning and I finally just cave and give in and take it because I just know I'm not going to be able to go to sleep otherwise. And so it's just been a struggle. I definitely feel like I'm better than I was 2 weeks ago, but I still feel like I have a lot of progress to make to get to that point where I'm not relying on these medications. And I don't even know if at the end of the day, if that's even the goal. It's weird. You go to the doctor and they just say, take all this stuff as needed. Like, am I going to be on this stuff for the next 6 months? Was this just for a couple weeks? Like, there was no plan. And I don't go back to the doctors until December. So does that mean I'm supposed to be on this stuff till December? I don't know. So I got here early. I didn't want to go over to the office, that parking lot yet, but I'm going to head there now. And I'll let you guys know how this appointment goes. And then afterwards, I'm planning on doing some retail therapy today. Alright guys, so it is now an hour and a half past my appointment. I talked to a friend on the phone for a while, and then Ken called me, talked to him for a little while, and it's been interesting. So here I like checked in with you guys, vlogged a little bit, got into the parking lot for my appointment, and all of a sudden I was like feeling not anxiety in the way when I start to have a panic attack anxiety. There's such a difference. I'm starting to just figure all this stuff out now. There's such a difference between just feeling anxious and then having like anxiety that's gonna turn into panic. I just was starting to feel like, okay, I was looking at my notes because I take out these little notes of just things that I'd maybe want to talk about or share. And I started to feel really emotional before I went into my appointment, to the point of when I walked in the door, I was like already teary-eyed. So, which was okay. Even my friend that I talked to after my appointment was like, you know, it's not a bad thing to have yourself mentally at that state when you go in for your appointment, because you're like, it takes you to a different place and you're more open to maybe share or talk or even respond to questions and stuff in a different way than you would otherwise. So I'd really have to agree with that. I don't regret any of how I felt, things I said, nothing. It was a really good appointment. I know I've shared with you guys before that I'm kind of the type of person that likes things to be concrete and like set in stone, like, you know, this is what you have to do. Like, it's really not good to give me a prescription bottle that says take as needed, because I don't know what as needed is. But if it says take once a day, now I feel more comfortable. Does that make sense? So that was just a way to describe like how I feel. So we talked about a lot of different things this time. I feel like we even talked more topics and touched on a lot of different things this time than the first time. Of course, the 50 minutes goes so fast. I feel like I could sit in there for probably 3 hours. I mean, look at it's hour and a half later and I'm still talk to my friend, talk to Ken, now talking to you guys, and I'm still sharing and being somewhat emotional. So it just shows that like this is such a long winding road that there's no simple answers for. That's one thing I really learned, took away from my appointment today, is the things that I'm searching for answers, like I don't know, now I feel like all this stuff's going through my head right now. There's so many different things that are variables in my life right now. Going through COVID has really, I don't know, made me even more aware of what's going on around me in terms of my life, my career, things with the kids. I think it's because we just live in this time frame where so many of us are fearful of like what, and I'm saying so many of us and I'm talking about myself, fearful for the future, fearful for our kids' future. Like, what is it going to look like? What I went through in my 20s is nothing like what Blake and Andrew are going through right now in their 20s. Like, it's just crazy. And then, you know, Karli, not even going to high school, like doing everything at home. Like, her life is so dramatically different than what my life was at 17 years old. So, I don't know. I think a lot of those underlying issues probably causes me a lot more stress and anxiety and being overly aware and emotional of things that I wouldn't be otherwise. Like, is any of this even making any sense? I don't know. I really just need to I didn't get concrete answers on what to do with my medication, but I definitely, and I knew, because she's not a doctor, I knew that it wasn't like she was going to say, do this, do that, stop this on this day, take this on that day. I knew that that wasn't my expectation, but I just wanted to get a little bit better sense of direction of what to do moving forward. Like, how long can I take these medicines? And I'm putting all this pressure on myself to like have it all figured out. And there's really no answers. I need to really learn to take things more day by day. And I need to get back to where I was a couple months ago, where I was okay with not having everything all figured out, if that makes sense. So I just really need to take some deep breaths. I'm going into my favorite store, Maurice's. I'm gonna shop around for some fall clothes, because I feel like every time I go to get dressed to go anywhere, which the temperatures have still been pretty like warm. I mean, being in a short sleeve shirt today is like very fitting for the day. I don't know, all my stuff's just so summery, and you guys know I got rid of so many of my clothes and stuff. So I'm gonna go in, try to find some cute fallish things to wear. We have like going to the pumpkin patch coming up and all that kind of stuff. See what I can find. I keep going on their website and I'm like, oh, this is cute, that's cute, but I really feel like I need to sort of try some stuff on. So I still don't really even know what size I am anymore. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll probably share with you guys what I get when I get back home. All right, I would have to say my actual therapy appointment went better than the retail therapy. I tried on so many clothes. Problem is, so like usually when I would go to Maurice's in the past, I would do 16 or even 18. So I got rid of all my 18 stuff. 16, I kept some of the jeans, but they're like, you know how jeans are supposed to kind of hold you in a little bit when you have the belly? Well, they're like too big. So I was trying on 14s and I don't know, they're just like so tight on my legs. And I have such short legs, so it's like it just looks worse. I hate, like, I can't do like bell bottom pants or even boot cut because my legs are so short. They just, even if you get the short like ones, they just don't look right on me because, again, my legs are so short. So I got one pair of jeans, one pair of black, just like casual lounge pants, because a lot of those that I have are like extra large from last year and they're too big. And then one like tank top with a sweater to wear, which I liked it, but I didn't love it. But what I really wanted was like flannels, like patterned fallish type stuff to, like I said, wear to like pumpkin patch and stuff for photos. And all their flannels were picked over. They either had like small or extra large. That's it. No large, no extra large. All the tops I turned in were large, and then some of them just I didn't feel like even fit me right. So I don't know, it's kind of not the best shopping trip. A little bit of a fail, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just better to shop online because then you can just get the size that you need, because there's a lot of cute stuff, but just the sizes were really picked over, I felt like. All right, guys, so I am back home. I have to tell you, I'm so like drained today, and I feel a little like not myself. I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes I just don't feel like balanced, but I also overanalyze everything that I'm feeling, so you know, it's a really fun vicious circle. So I am getting ready to cut up some potatoes. I have meatloaf in the oven over there, and we're gonna have a yummy dinner. Last time we went to the meat market last week, we got like one of those just little pre-made meatloaf thingies from the meat market, and I just love me some mashed potatoes. So we're gonna have some vegetables, some meatloaf, some potatoes, and kind of have, well, not really early dinner. We'll be eating about 5:30. And Karli, she's gonna be leaving for dance, so I'll have her plate ready to eat when she gets home.
Big fights.
Peggy's clearly feeling better.
I forgot to take this pill this morning.
Really?
For dinner. Not that he's feeling better, he's just annoyed. You want to see the closet? The closet's done.
Here's the finished floor. Ken actually just got it all done. Laid the last piece here in the closet.
Nope, that wasn't the last piece.
Oh, where was the last piece?
The steps. That missing piece of the steps.
So here's this whole room that I have no idea what we're even putting in here.
What do you mean?
This is a pretty big office.
The foosball table, the arcade. That'll fill up this room. The walls all have stuff. It'll be full. You get a lot of room, a lot of stuff in that storage room.
All right, here's the dog fighting room.
They've seen this before, though.
I know. So here's.
Why does everyone gotta come in?
I don't know. Look at everybody's fighting. So, and then this room here, floor's all done. And he had Chase help him bring the trim pieces in the house today while I was gone.
Baseboard and the window trim.
So, just in case you're new here, here's all the stuff that needs to go over there. Treadmill, bike, elliptical, rower, that piece of equipment, this piece of equipment, our exercise mat, and all the weights and everything. So then, eventually I guess this would be a theater room if we ever wanted to finish it, but I don't
For the new year.
foresee that. Probably not. Here is one of my favorite parts of the evening.
Why is it your favorite?
Because Karli decides to come in here and visit with the dogs before she goes to bed. And I like to pretend that she's coming to visit me, but really it's the dogs.
Every night.
Every night, like clockwork. Love. Every night.
Every night.
Name a night when you don't. Okay, maybe if you don't come home.
I didn't come here last Monday.
Today's Monday.
Last Monday.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Why? Because you were grouchy after dance?
Nope.
Oh yeah, because that was the night that I kept calling you and saying what was wrong, and you were upset about Shaggy, and you didn't have a good time at dance.
It's supposed to thunderstorm Friday night, so.
Oh, the night of the game.
Fun.
Are you going to the homecoming game?
Yep.
Chase and
You
Asha.
didn't even ask me if I wanted to go.
You said you were going.
I did not.
You told him Tobias was going too. You're gonna put him in little satchels, little raincoats, little tiny yellow.
They haven't called Chase and Asha to do the homecoming king and queen crowning.
They'll call him last minute.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. They need to have clothes and just be prepared.
Do you have to wear a dress?
I think
Ear hurts.
kinda, yeah.
Have you ever seen people on TikTok, they put peroxide in their ears? It doesn't hurt.
Why would you do that?
What?
You put hydrogen peroxide in your ears, and then you leave it, and then when you dump over, everything's supposed to come out.
Yes, I've done that my entire childhood.
Did you see they have this
Like-
new tool that you can hook it up to your phone and you put the thing in your
can see
ear and you can
everything in
see
your ear.
right in your
Because
ear?
Q-tips, you push them in, and it pushes everything inside.
Yeah.
No, but growing up when we had ear infections, my mom would put peroxide in our ear all the time.
I've never done that.
Guess
in
what
my
else?
entire life.
Guess what else they used to do?
Gargle salt water.
Nope.
What?
See what?
Enema.
Nope.
Enema.
nope.
Yeah, we used to have enemas when we
I
got a
never,
fever.
never had one of those.
My mom used to call my grandma Millie and come over and give us an enema when we were sick. When I was little.
Nope. This is something they used to do to you.
To me?
No,
Pap smear.
no. Parents. This for ear infections. When you were a child, this is
Ear
what
infection.
parents think of back in the 70s.
I don't know.
What did everybody do in the 70s?
Smoke weed? I have no idea.
You're close.
Oh, really? I don't know. Put
Blow cigarette smoke in your
Oh,
ears.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Very,
I
very
have heard
common.
of that. And what the heck does that
It
do?
subsided the pain, I guess. I don't know.
That's so weird.
All the old antidotes that people used to have back in the... That's the thing is we survived that whole age thing.
You know, gargle salt water when you had a sore
I
throat.
always wondered this is weird to put in the video, but in like the 1400s when they had periods, did they just lay there and bleed out all the time? Like they didn't have tampons?
They probably had to like makeshift pads out of like fabric and stuff.
It's so weird.
I don't know any of history.
Your mom didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I pretty much cheated through high school history and had the same teacher in 7th and 8th grade who really liked me, so luckily I passed.
Who really likes you? That sounds.
No, I don't mean like that.
Suspicious.
No, like I was teacher's pet type thing.
You were sleeping with the teacher.
Karli Reese. He was old. He was probably the oldest teacher I ever had. Mr. Horseman.
I loved him. He was a good teacher.
Yeah,
he was
he
one of my
was.
favorite
He
teachers.
was older.
Horseman.
Like probably 65 when I was in junior
I
high.
don't think so.
Yes, he
I don't
was.
think so.
He's probably dead.
Because he retired shortly after I.
Alive.
65.
Is that weird to think?
Yeah.
I had him in 7th and 8th grade.
So did she. That's weird.
He was a good dude.
You date someone 2 grades younger than you. And
He's only a year and 2 months younger than me.
disgusting.
There's a lot of people that do that. What's
2
gross
grades
about it?
younger? You think I'd date a sophomore right now? That's so weird. Never. I wouldn't even
No,
date-
but
Well,
would you
that's
date,
why I broke
would
up
you
with
date
them
someone
in
that's,
high school.
Been in college for 2 years?
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Duh.
Younger people are just weird and immature. Older people, like 2 years, are still immature, so you gotta go over them.
Yeah, I was gonna say a 19 or a 18-year-old guy would. A 19-year-old guy could be immature too. Just depends on the person.
Yeah, but imagine.
Not that your dad was mature, because that's how we broke up half the time, was because he was even immature in
I
his
was
20s.
Very mature.
He was immature.
I had the world by the nuts.
All he cared about was playing video games at 25 years old.
Whatever.
I still do that at 48.
Yeah, that's a tip. Like if you're younger and you're dating someone and there's something about them that like you don't like you think, I can't stand that my boyfriend watches so much football.
People
I'm just
don't
gonna say
change.
that because football's on TV right now. Like, don't think that, oh, we'll be married 20 years and you'll change them into what you want. People don't change. Not stuff like that. Like, they might be like, oh,
Is this
fine.
bone in there?
I'll hang out with you on Monday night instead of watching football. That's why you're dating. But once you get married, they're going to go back to all that stuff that they swore they weren't going to do. Anyone who's married, comment down below if you agree with that theory or not.
You see these gray hairs?
Are you
You
listening?
see the gray hairs?
Yeah.
Because I'm a child.
I see them in your beard.
I don't have a beard.
Yes, you do. Look.
No. You can't even tell.
Yes, you can. Do you want me to zoom in?
People are seeing me with my... What are you doing? Get out of here.
You excited for homecoming this week? We got to go dress shopping.
What time are you doing pictures? We got dinner reservation. Where are you going to dinner?
Nowhere.
They're not going to dinner.
Why would you not go to dinner? It's a free meal on your parents.
They don't want to be bloated in their dresses, they said.
And
Then go to Core Life.